Hello and welcome to this special report from OTT Wrestling. I am your host, Angus McAnally, and joining me, the session Moth Martina and OTT Women's Champion, Debbie Keitel. Ladies, I am at a loss. I don't know where to start on this. Famously, the Irish pro wrestling scene is quite tight, and particularly among the women. You guys have been a really cohesive unit, looking out for each other right the way along. What's gone wrong?
We were, until Debbie in Belfast had the audacity to forget that I even existed and call herself the best female wrestler that Ireland has ever produced. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Okay. What have you done?
Well, we know that she's achieved a lot, and that gold certainly says it, but let's actually come back to Session Moth Martina. I've said countless times before, the face that built the brand, that took OTT to global prominence, the woman who put this company on the map. Do you feel that there is a sense of living in her shadow? Is there a resentment there?
First of all, before we get started, I just want to say one thing to you, okay? You were a huge part of why I started. You were a part of my debut in OTT, okay?
Yeah.
And no one, absolutely no one back there has put up with as much shit as you have, okay? And when people said, don't go out there, you're too happy to be here, you show too much personality, take it seriously. You are unapologetically, authentically yourself. Okay? And that's something I admire. The guys backstage give 100%, so we have to give 200. And unfortunately, a pandemic hit, okay? Things happened. And when OTT came back, you were elsewhere. And there was a gap. Let me speak. You've had 10 years of promo and production here, okay? Let me have my 5 minutes. When I came back, there was a slot to be filled. But I don't forget where I come from. When I started in OTT, there was 2 women in this women's division, Katie Harvey and Session Moth Martina. When I came back, there was 1, Emerson Jane. And that spot needed to be filled. Where were you? Why are you so concerned now? Why are you bothered now? Do you want this or do you need this?
Oh, Debbie. You are so misled. I trusted you with that women's division. When we got back from COVID, I figured you were the perfect person to take it and run with it. You didn't need me. I thought this was grand. Debbie has this under control. We can work as a unit and keep women's wrestling in Ireland high. But you got an attitude. You suddenly just got an attitude. You come in, you forget who fucking paved the way for you. It was me. Where were you? I've taken OTT all over the world. I've taken this brand and made it more than anyone could ever have dreamed of. And then you have the audacity to call yourself the best women's wrestler. You've never even stepped in the ring with me, Debbie. You have no idea. This is your final boss. I am your final boss. You cannot get any higher in wrestling until you take on me. Well, I am OTT Wrestling.
Well, let's just ask for a second, because, like it or not, Martina, you have had other things in your sights, other priorities, whether that's Japan, whether it's the States, whether it's...
Whoa, Ango, it's not been me having other priorities. It's me just taking whatever the fuck I've been thrown with and dealing with it. 1 second I'm wrestling Will Ospreay, the next second I'm in a comedy match. And yeah, Debbie, I've decided I want to set myself in OTT now. I want to represent the OTT women's division so that I'm not thrown around and forgotten in matches. And a second thought, it's about time that people start remembering that Session Moth Martina is OTT, and I deserve a big belt to show it and remind everyone, because I feel like you and everybody else is starting to forget.
You say you're overlooked. I think you're overbooked. If it wasn't for me, there would be no current women's division. Why didn't you step up? Why didn't you show up?
I did step up. I've been doing it for 13 years. I decided to let you have a run with it, and then you lost yourself in it, Debbie. You're just walking around holding the belt. You don't even know.
You're bored.
I'm not bored. You're bored. You don't even know how to do this anymore. You don't even know what it means to be an OTT. Oh, whatever.
Okay, ladies, that's... we'll just calm it down here, if at all possible. Look, the long and the short of it is, Debbie, this is going to be settled inside an OTT ring at the National Stadium. We look forward to it. It's certainly going to be fireworks. Scrappermania, National Stadium. Be there.